Hello, people. This is Mandarin Gaming, and today I'm continuing. The game is called Whispers of Machine, and this is a second day. What should we do today? I honestly don't know. Let's see.
Ah, my head. Something is happening. Whoa. My eyes feel great. Everything looks so sharp and clear.
Oh, tutorial enhanced vision, augmented eyesight with telescopic zoom and night vision. Oh, so I will see this game at night, and it's different color. How do I use it? Drag and drop to target. Don't know, lemon?
I don't see anything out of the ordinary.
Okay, let's go to the lobby.
Agent England. Good, you're up.
Morning, gentlemen.
We were just going to see if you were awake. There's been a freak accident of sorts.
It's probably best for you to see for yourself. The timing is quite suspicious, given the recent murders.
All right. Who is the victim?
Leonard Dahl, the head of our new recycling center. He was killed sometime during the night.
In a most gruesome manner, too. Gabriel will accompany you to the site.
Very well. Let's be on our way then.
And here I was worried that I didn't know what to do.
Here we are. Have a look around. The man standing over there is our witness.
Got it. I'll let you know if I need any help.
Understood. I'll be here.
Leonard's accident. Leonard Dahl. Let's talk to this worker, but first I need to remember to use my biometric analyzer.
Thank God you're here. Len...
Slow down. Relax. You're safe. We're here to help. Start at the beginning.
Okay. The big organics processor. I woke up late last night, heard it fire up. I live next door, so I got dressed and walked in here. Leonard wasn't around, so I turned all the machines off. I went to look for him in his living quarters, but he wasn't there. I figured he was still out late with some of the guys and that the machines had sprung to life on their own somehow. I went back to bed and slept through the night. Didn't hear anything else. When I came back this morning to work just half an hour ago, Leonard was still gone. He's usually up and about way before my shift starts. I did a routine check of the organics processor and that's when I noticed his remains in there.
The victim is inside that machine?
Yes.
Could it have been an accident?
I don't know. God, I can't get it out of my head.
Please, try to calm down. Could it have been an accident?
It could, well, maybe he fell down in the pipe, and was torn to shreds. Oh, God, poor Leonard.
Poor guy. Panicked. Oh my. Is there a way to make you feel
It's
better?
no use. He's having a panic attack.
No. Well, okay. Let's see what we have in the bin.
About half filled with God knows what. Pretty stinky.
Let's use Smart Scan on this bin. Or Carl's Bio Scan, or Blade Shape. Maybe there is a knife inside. Or boot print, who knows? And Maya's Bio, nothing. Okay.
A few
Crates.
crates of different sizes. Maybe for transporting some of the recycled materials.
Maybe. Belt.
This conveyor belt sends metal objects down into the smelter.
Trolley.
This thing is used to transport metals to the smelter. It's filled with various junk.
I feel like I need to use forensic scanner on this thing. Because it could be that, what's his name, Leonard was transported on this trolley. Maybe, maybe not. Maybe that's just my assumption. Let's see, bed. Or a switch.
Leonard's bed. Nothing out of the ordinary.
What sells books?
Mostly history books and some fictional novels. This is
Desk.
probably where Leonard handled all of the paperwork.
Okay, I guess nothing else here. Maybe power switch. Control panel.
All right, Looks like these are the materials last put into the smelter.
Okay.
Various tools and lots of knives headed for recycling.
So it could be that I will be able to find my knife there. Oh yeah.
Wow. I think I just found the weapon that killed Carl and Maya.
That would indicate foul play, right? Kind of unlikely to have a freak accident with a murder weapon in the same room.
Agreed, but I'll refrain from drawing any conclusions until I know more. No DNA or prints. So this knife must have been thoroughly cleaned.
Okay, do we take it or what?
Got the knife.
Oh yeah, we got the knife. Murder weapon. Let's check the instructions first. Oh, so many things here.
This says the machine works by grinding down organics into smaller chunks, and then burning them to create biogas. The control panel here can be used to retract the grinding gears and access the chamber, but the system waits for the latest batch to be incinerated first.
Control panel.
A control panel for this machine. Looks turned off.
Do I need to turn it on? Let's check power cables.
These must provide power for the machine. Not sure which cable leads to what.
Big tube.
Guess that's the intake for materials to be recycled.
So that Leonard fell down to this big tube? Very unlikely. I think that he was thrown there somehow. The door. Okay, so these are the remnants. Are those little... Oh, well, those... My display is a bit dusty, so I thought that there was something in there. Okay, so let's check this blood.
Post-mortem. This clearly wasn't an accident then. It was a disposal of a murder victim. I should try to get access to the remains behind the grinder.
Shredded human male remains, age undetermined. Coagulation suggests postmortem dismemberment. Estimated time of death about 5 hours. DNA added to data vault. Anything interesting here? Just grinder and darkness.
That part of the machinery is too dark to see.
So, can I use enhanced vision?
That looks like the ignition mechanism. I can see the yellow cable powering it.
Okay, so I will need to cut the yellow power cable because I want to get access, but I don't want it to be all burned, right? Okay, I think so. Let's get back. Power cables.
I tried pulling it loose, but it's stuck in there pretty good.
Let's try muscle boost.
Okay, the yellow cable is disconnected now.
Good girl. Power switch. And control panel.
I think that retracted the grinding gears.
And I will see a pretty robot scene now, I think. Will I? I don't want to. Can I close my eyes? Oh. Well, it's still the same. Maybe I misunderstood what's going to happen.
I think that engaged the grinding gears.
Okay. No, still nothing. I don't understand.
I don't see anything out of the ordinary.
Where maybe there's some other big tube door, Gabriel control panel, power switch. Where should I be looking for the rest of Leonard's body? In the big tube?
Guess that's the intake for materials to be recycled.
I think I'm doing something wrong here.
I think that retracted the grinding gears.
Retracted.
There was a small key among the remains. It must have been in the victim's pocket. Ugh, this is quite a mess. I'm not equipped to deal with this. I'll have to ask Dr. Pearson to come here and gather the body parts.
Okay, so yes, I misunderstood what was going to happen. It's okay, it's totally okay. I'm really happy that I didn't have to see all that.
Hey, Gabriel.
Yeah?
I've managed to secure the body. You're free to leave and get back to your other duties. The remains are in quite bad shape, so I think it's best if Dr. Pearson collects them.
Roger that, ma'am. I think the doctor has some medical emergency this morning, but he should be able to take care of it today or tomorrow.
Good. Tell him to bring it all to the morgue.
Will do. I'll go find him right away.
Can I leave too? I really need to go get a drink.
I suppose. I'll call for you if I come up with any more questions.
Okay, so I am alone now. Can I use forensic scanner and use Leonard's DNA and check for every prints and everything? Okay, well, Leonard's touched this control panel, which is illogical if he works here. Right. Well, that's interesting. He tried to recycle another weapon as well. Maybe he used that before. Of course, Leonard slept in his bed, and he had used his desk. And he's read actually his books, which is nice. This is to North Town.
Hi, honey.
No. Wait, what? It wasn't a dream? I must be going crazy. The blue is messing with my head.
That's one way to say hello. You doing okay there, darling?
Not really, Alex.
How can I help then? This is weird for me, too.
I have no idea. It's so strange seeing you like this.
Well, I'm here now. Maybe we should just try to make the best of it.
I guess so.
Great. So, how are you doing? Really?
Oh, you know, keeping it together somehow. I thought taking on this case would give me a chance to get away from everything.
I get that. We went through a lot.
Yeah, you can say that again.
Well, I'll let you get back to the case. Let's talk later, all right?
Okay. I must be losing my mind.
I really think that it would be better if we didn't talk later. Mural.
A mural depicting some kind of abstract art.
Street artist.
Hey there.
Hi. Whoa, badass coat.
Oh, thanks. Got it a week ago.
Right on. You need to get some patches and stickers and shit for it too. Give it some personality.
I might just do that. So, you're some kind of artist.
Yeah? What do you think?
It reminds me of a fractal pattern. Looks like two flowers hugging. It's gotta be a ball lightning, right? I'd say that these are some kind of eyes. It even has eyelashes.
Looks like two flowers hugging.
Huh. That's an interesting take.
What was that? How am I doing? On which side am I? I'm kinda more or less in the middle. Which is nice, I guess. Can I talk to you again? You're relaxed. Everything is nice.
I'll leave him to his art.
Come on, I want to talk to him. Maybe he has some very smart insight or something. Nothing here. East, northwest, Mimi Road. Okay, so where should I go? Let's go northwest. This is so nice here, very peaceful, very nice. Broken windows, except for broken windows.
Not sure what happened here, but it looks like old damage. Somebody swept up the glass on the outside, but didn't bother with actually repairing the windows.
Stairs
I think
up.
that leads to a church of some kind. No reason to go up there at the moment.
It's a church? Cafe? Elevator?
Doesn't look functional. There's probably a staircase somewhere.
Let's go into cafe. Will she go into cafe, or will she say that she doesn't want to go into
Maybe
cafe?
later. I don't feel an urge for a coffee break right now.
You just saw a remnants of a body after you just woke up. Wouldn't you want to have a coffee? But that was really nice. Like, this is called mall. I wouldn't say that was a mall, but east. What do we have in the east? Oh, this is that junkyard that what his name was, Walter, was talking about. Door.
Not sure where that door leads.
You can go and check it out. Jump
The
heap.
junk piles extend some half a mile into the empty eastern part of town. I doubt they're being added to, though. Nordson residents seem conscientious about recycling.
which is awesome. Let's say distant tower.
A light beacon, marking the northern edge of the town disk.
I can go inside this junk heap. Do I want to go inside? Will she agree to go in there?
I don't have a reason to visit the junk heap right now.
Or she wouldn't. Let's go south. What do we have here? Oh! I didn't notice that way to the junk heap. Did we have it before? I don't remember. Wind chimes, statue. Where is my poet?
Anatomically correct, gentlemen.
Let's visit Walter. How you doing, my friend?
Hi there, Walter.
Morning, miss. How was your first night in town?
Yeah, have a nice night's sleep? Well, I sure didn't. This numbnut forgot to unplug me, so I had to listen to his snoring for 9 hours.
I protest, Nissa. I hardly ever sleep for more than 7.
Oh, wow. That makes it much less like torture.
I slept okay. The bed was a bit too soft for my taste, but I'll live.
Glad to hear it. So, what can I do for you today?
Let's turn on biometric analyzer first. And now let's talk about the conduit.
What do you think of the conduit?
Lunatics, plain and simple.
I'm surprised to hear you say that, given what you do for a living.
Sure, I may seem like the kind of guy who would meddle with AI, but you have to remember that these are just puppets and dolls.
It's true. I'm not really a robot. We just pretend I am.
That's right, my lad. My family was almost wiped out in the collapse. I wouldn't betray their memory by supporting those nutjobs.
What about Leonard's murder?
I guess you heard what happened in the recycling center.
Yeah, I don't know much about it, but man, people dropping dead left and right like this, it's getting real scary out there.
I hope you won't be the next victim. Katarina Melinda Berg.
Do you know who Katarina Berg is? She might also go by the name Melinda.
Melinda sounds familiar, but I can't really place her. Sorry. I'm terrible with names, though. More of a visual thinker.
Yeah, and we do have a photo, but it's not very good. Maybe have a show on it to
Do you recognize this young couple?
Just the man, Carl Oscarson. Can't see who his lady friend is.
Leonard Dahl.
Did you know Leonard Dahl?
A little. He came by every now and then, buying things for the recycling center. We've been talking about automating some of the work there.
Yeah? Anything out of the ordinary about him?
I wouldn't say so. He was a quiet, nice guy. A real shame what happened to him.
Okay, nothing else. Or maybe the key.
Ever see this key before?
Nope, first time. It, looks really nice.
The murder weapon.
Nah, I don't want to scare the poor guy.
The book?
Do you know anything about this book?
Wow, a conduit book. That's crazy illegal, right?
Well, he's been showing legs relaxed, but maybe he's just a good pretender. Scalpel?
Nah, I don't want to scare the poor guy. I'm off. See you later.
Take care.
Bye.
Bye-bye, police lady.
Bye-bye, Nisa. Nisa. I'm very bad with names too. Not just you, Walter. Okay, so what do we have here? Should I go to the clinic, even though Dr. Person is not there? Maybe the nurse will be talking.
Horrible how much death has befallen us. I read that in a book once.
A fitting quote, considering the circumstances.
So she still doesn't want to talk to me. I mean, she kind of talks, but not in a real way. She's relaxed, which is good. Let's go to see the morgue without Dr. Person and without any of the bodies. Let's see, maybe something new in the patient room. Nothing new, I don't think so. So what's next? I don't think that I need to do anything at the school. Bit lost here. Maybe I have some hints in my notebook.
Leonard Dahl was somehow killed and then shredded to bits in the recycling center. Due to the state of the remains, there is no clear cause of death. So, the murder victims were likely conduit members. If that's true, their activities must be somehow connected to the killings. I should try to find out more about Leonard. There has to be some connection between him and the previous murders.
Who should I talk to? I talked to Walter. Should I talk probably to that cleaner in this apartment. Oh, he's not here.
There's that red light again. Something must be wrong.
Chamber. Status.
Oh, the
Nutrient-
tank is nearly out of nutrients. I should keep an eye out for a replacement canister.
Okay. I don't really understand why I'm so worried about this unborn child if you're kinda against these all. So what I wanted actually to do, maybe to scan the bed. Maybe Leonard's DNA is here? I don't know. No? Probably need to go to the Maya's apartment. Maybe he's been in her apartment before. I really need to talk to more people. No one's here. What if, let's try canteen. Maybe someone is in here who I can talk to. No, still is the same two guys. The balcony? No, nothing here. Well, I guess I will go to Maya's apartment to see. Maybe I will find some. And the museum is open now. But first I want to go to the apartment. Maybe I will find some connection to Leonard. And let's talk to the worker first.
Hi there. I see that there's been some progress with the fallen power line.
Yep, feel free to head in now.
Great, I'll do that later.
Okay, so Maya's apartment. I want to check everything for Leonard's DNA. Maybe he was here at some point. Maybe he wasn't. Okay, let's go to the museum. Oh, it's nice in here. Certificate.
This facility has been deemed compliant with the Third Decree, 12th Amendment, on November 4th, 79 AR.
Information stand.
Path of the Pilgrim. Kind of an odd name for an exhibition about the collapse.
Pilgrim's Prayer. I'm invigorated by my faith. I gaze at the skies to ensure that the path is clear. I strike down my foes blessed with impeccable aim. I'm nearing my goal and I press on for another full day. I have found your haven, God. You may finally rest by side. Is it connected to this pilgrim way in the museum? Okay, let's see. Star map, history text, healing tank, drone, overcraft, military robot, globe. Let's start counterclockwise. Star map.
It shows various star constellations. Apparently the ones we plan to explore with some incredible new rocket engine that they were about to finish when the collapse happened.
Household robots.
It's hard to think that most people had several of these in their homes once upon a time.
History text.
Due to the Third Decree, AI today is practically non-existent outside sanctioned laboratory conditions. Fringe terrorist groups such as the Conduit and N Protocol, EP, still try to resurrect AI, but have been successfully fought and nearly wiped out by authorities. Critics of the nanosubstance Blue claim that despite it lacking CPUs, it is a form of intelligent neural network warranted to be included in the Third Decree. Defenders of Blue tend to cite the Fourth Amendment, where transhumanism efforts in the form of human augmentation are declared legal. However, the Fourth Amendment was written before the discovery of Blue, when primitive mechanical and cybernetic implants were the only options for human augmentation.
Just what about this history text? Are they the same history texts? No.
The collapse occurred on what we now refer to as Year Zero AR, Anno Reducto, Year of the Collapse. During this time, AI was involved intimately in every part of our lives. The typical family could not be sustained without it for more than a few weeks. A coalition of anti-technology, anti-globalist, and religious movements, referred to as the Human Wave, reached a critical mass due to a series of AI incidents across the globe. A growing fear of the singularity, mainly proposed by Voice for Human Progress, VFHP, was a contributing factor, as were proven hardware faults in widespread robotics across the globe. On June 2nd, the Third Decree UN resolution was passed, declaring that all AI was scheduled to be discontinued over a course of 10 years. An observant reader may notice that this definition is different from the Third Decree we live by today, wherein CPUs are completely outlawed. This is because the Third Decree has been amended 12 times. However, the phasing out period for AI did not proceed as planned, and we now enter an era in which there are large holes in our historical records. But we do know that there was a massive worldwide blackout, rendering most computer chips and processors in the world unusable. Contemporary scholars have theorized about what exactly caused this sudden change. If it was a deliberate large-scale attack, an unintended consequence of the ongoing shutdowns, or if there could be natural causes, such as solar flares. The evidence is scarce, and the lack of global communication and infrastructure, not to mention the struggle for daily survival, has made truth-seeking in this matter extraordinarily difficult. Regardless, the end result was clear. From that day, the old world was no more. In the dark, we took our first stumbling steps as truly free humans, surrounded by our mountains of dead machines.
Okay, so I wanted some history lesson from this universe and I got it. Healing tank.
A regeneration pod. Kept people healthy and energetic.
What these buttons are for? Okay, what this button is for? What this button is for? Bubbles. Drone.
No idea what this is. Must have been some kind of local thing. I remember reading about some military experiment gone haywire in these parts. Maybe this is it.
What about the button? What this is? Well, this is not active, okay. Plus this hovercraft.
I'm pretty sure these were flown autonomously, and that some famous world leader got killed by hackers who took control of her vehicle. A terrorist group claimed responsibility, and there was a bloody civil war.
Wow, very bright. Globe.
Looks like this is modeled from how the world looked pre-collapse. There's no crack caused by the Hyperloop failure, and the crater field is nowhere to be seen.
Military robot.
Wow, this thing must have been fearsome back in the day.
It's still fearsome today. Scary. So, this pilgrim road, pilgrim way is something. I am invigorated by my faith. I don't think there's anything connected to faith here. Well, I see that, I guess at the skies this is the star map. Then I strike down my foes, it's probably the military robot. I'm nearing my goal and I press on for another full day, probably globe. I was invigorated by my faith. Oh! Healing tank to energize. Okay, so let's go. Let's press this button on the healing tank. Then gaze at the skies. Then strike down my foes. And the globe. Nothing? I have found your haven, God, and may finally rest by your side. I don't know, I think I got it right. I am invigorated by my faith. This is definitely it, because healing tank, it invigorates and it heals so and energizes it, so this must be the first step. Then we gaze at the skies. Then I strike down my foes with impeccable aim. And then I'm nearing my goal and I press on for another full day. I think this is globe. Maybe I should click it too, because like to go through the full day. Yes! Wow. Okay, this hidden room. Yeah, exciting. It's so exciting.
Wow, impressive lab. There's gotta be a whole bunch of third-degree infractions in this place. Maya must have conducted her secret illegal experiments here.
Let's scan everything. First, just smart scan. Okay, nothing. Then Carl's bio. Then Maya's bio. I think this is a bowl with the food or something. Some documents. Some junk. This was her coat. This is some kind of tube. This was her chair. This was her desk and a mug with something. What about Leonard's DNA? Was he ever here? No. It's not showing. Okay. Headset.
An electronic headset of some kind. Looks turned off.
Up.
Herbal tea. Maybe from Maya's garden upstairs.
Machines.
A wall filled with machines. There has to be plenty of illegal technology in here.
Mainframe.
This computer must require some kind of hardware key.
Well, not this key, right?
It's the key I found in the recycling center. Likely belonged to Leonard. That combination makes no sense.
Machines, mainframe, cup, headset, chair, audio station.
A few different machines for working with audio. Looks like I can play audio tapes here.
Do we have an audio tape somewhere? We'll probably be able to find it soon. Stuff.
A big bucket filled with some kind of tubes.
Nutrient canister!
Good. I think this is what I need for the womb tank. Feels empty.
Oh. Sweatshirt.
Dirty laundry. Presumably Maya's. Seems like she made herself comfortable down here.
Wrapped window.
This place was set up to be private. Makes sense, given the circumstances. Various tools for electronics and mechanical work.
Cassette tapes.
There were a couple of tapes here.
I guess I will listen to them now. Desk.
Equations of some kind. I can't make sense of them.
Sketches.
Various technical drawings. Some of them look similar to the womb tank.
Okay, have I missed anything? Tools, draped windows, stuff, sweatshirt, audio station, device.
Appears to be a wireless data reader of some kind.
Up, headset, tools, draped window, half-eaten meal.
It smells awful. This must have been here since Maya was killed.
Should be cleaned up. But if she hasn't finished her meal, there must have been some kind of emergency somewhere. Okay, let's listen to the tapes. Tape 1, tape 2, tape 1. Where was this tape recorder? Here, audio station.
In a dream, I was summoned by the Aesir. I had been chosen to create a new god, and her name was Huldra. She would be conjured in my mind, and the creed, at long last, would become manifest. I awoke in tears, and this vision has stuck with me ever since.
This woman doesn't sound very sane.
Cassette 2, tape 2.
An AI's superintelligence would essentially be indistinguishable from a god. Infinite intelligence leads to infinite knowledge, and by extension, infinite power. Illness, suffering, even death itself could be turned into obsolete concepts. And what is a god, if not one who has reign over life and death?
Yeah, those are conduit ideas, all right.
Okay, so let's try and find nutrients for this nutrient canister because
an empty nutrient canister. I think this is compatible with the womb tank in the apartment.
So I don't think that this is good that it's empty. Maybe somewhere in Maya's apartment? Mushrooms? Machine?
Some kind of airtight container. It's labeled nutrients.
Yep, I found it.
All right, all filled up.
Good, so now let's go and feed that baby. But I want to learn more about Leonard, and the town is pretty empty. There's no one anywhere. Where was this receptacle? Here. I think this is it, right? Yep.
All right, red light gone. Must have done the trick. Looks like things are working out okay for you in there.
Come up with a nickname for the baby. Let's come up with a nickname for the baby. Oh, I need to choose it. Peanut, Skirt, Dynamo, Shrimp, Munchkin. I like none of them. Peanut.
Little, peanut.
Peanut?
Oh, shut up.
Makes you think, doesn't it? Seeing a baby like this?
Yeah. It reminds me of everything that happened before.
Same here. But you know, it's not too late.
It is for you, Alex.
It is?
Well, yeah. You're dead.
I am, but you're not. You still have time to make up for what we lost.
Having children is what I always wanted. Perhaps I could go at it alone.
Having children is what I always wanted. Perhaps I could go at it alone.
If anyone can do it, it's you.
painful memories. I should resume my search for Katerina.
Of course, of course. But how? And how do I find out more about Leonard if no one's seemed to be here nowhere? I don't know. Police station? Maybe I should talk to the commissary. Maybe to Gabriel as well.
Hello again, Gabriel.
Hey there, can I be of assistance?
Yeah, the conduit.
What do you know about the Conduit?
It's some fringe religious group, isn't it?
Yeah, terrorist classified.
Right. Are they tied to the case?
Sort of, but I'm still trying to figure out the details.
Understood. I'll let you know if I come across anything related to them.
Leonard's murder?
So, it looks like Leonard's accident was a murder after all.
Seems so, yeah. We have to catch this psycho before he strikes again.
Agreed.
Katerina Melinda Berg.
Do you know who Katerina Berg is? She may also go by the name Melinda.
I don't know about Katerina, but Melinda? That's the name of the school teacher, I think. At least that's what I heard the kids call her outside.
Are you absolutely sure?
Positive. As far as I know, she's the only Melinda in Nordsund.
That's excellent news. If you see her, take her into custody immediately, and let your colleagues know to be on the lookout too.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so now I know why school is accessible to me. Leonard Dahl.
What do you know about Leonard Dahl?
Nothing really. I never got to talk to him much.
What do you know about Melinda, the school teacher?
Not a lot. I've seen her around with the children, but that's about it.
I asked you everything that
All right, I'm off.
Good luck out there.
I had to ask. Let's go to jail. Anything new here? Nope. Commissary, how you doing, my friend?
I had a few questions, Commissary.
By all means.
So, the conduit.
Are you familiar with the Conduit?
I believe so, yes. It's some old terrorist network connected to illegal technology, right?
Yes, exactly.
Wait, don't tell me these murders are terrorist-related.
I can't say for sure, but if there's anything you can tell me, anything you've heard or seen.
I'll let you know.
Leonard's murder?
I learned that Leonard's death wasn't an accident. He was placed in that machine after his death.
I suspected as much. Any leads on his killer?
Some. I found the weapon that killed Carl and Maya in the recycling center, but it's clean.
So the murderer must have stashed it there after disposing of Leonard.
Probably. It was placed in the metal recycler, so maybe the killer meant for it to get smelted down and destroyed.
Sounds like a plausible theory.
Katerina, the teacher.
Do you know who Katerina Berg is, the school teacher? She also calls herself Melinda.
Sorry, I'm bad with names.
Everyone is bad with the names here. Leonard Dahl.
Did you know Leonard Dahl?
Not at all. I only first learned his name this morning.
Show him the murder weapon.
This weapon killed Carl and Maya. I found it in the recycling center.
Then all three killings must be connected. Great work, Agent. We're one step closer to catching the killer.
Any idea of what this opens?
Nope, not a clue.
That's all I needed.
Very well.
Ever shown this key to Walter? Don't remember. I think I've shown it. Let's go to the school and let's see Melinda. I think that one of that teacher that I've seen and heard here with the children, that she was Melinda. This is the school. Nice. It's clothes.
Looks like a few kids left some of their clothes here.
AC unit.
Looks disconnected. Probably not worth the energy.
Drawers.
I don't need to rummage through that.
Desk.
Nothing out of the ordinary, but I doubt Katerina would hide anything in here. Too exposed.
But you know that the best way to hide something is just to leave it open and very unassuming stuff.
Various books and office supplies.
Calendar.
Plenty of outdoor activities planned for the children.
Pictures.
Pictures of teachers and staff decorate the wall. Some are from way back when the school was founded. No names anywhere, though. There are a number of women here who could be Katerina, but it's hard to be sure without something specific to go on.
Can I try compare this picture?
Okay, let's see if I can find any similarities between any of these women and the picture I have. Oh, right here. Same brass necklace. This has got to be her. All right, I took the picture. Perhaps someone will recognize her.
Cool. Can I see her?
A photo of Katerina, dated a few months back.
I would have wanted to see this picture myself. Potted plants.
I think the children grew these themselves. That's good. Gives them some practical skills.
Cabinet.
I don't need to rummage through that.
Drawings.
Drawings of different plants and trees, with close-ups of their nuts, leaves, and seeds.
Anything that I could have missed? Classroom. Well, I'm going to go there. Drawings, potted plants, cabinet, desk, calendar, staff pictures, AC unit drawers, kids' clothes. Okay, let's go to the classroom.
Empty. Guess there are no classes today.
Oh, that's it? Okay, let's go back to the town square. And let's probably go talk to Walter. Is the poet guy here still? No, not here. Hi, Walter.
Do you know this woman?
Oh, her. I sometimes spot her off the beaten path, actually.
You do? Where?
By the junkie. Dunno what business she's got there, but I notice her sometimes when I collect parts. She thinks nobody sees her, all sneaky and quick. But I've got keen eyes.
Perfect. Thanks a lot, Walter.
Tapes?
I don't think he'd be interested in that.
Maybe he would. Why are you assuming things? So the chunk hip. Boy, girl. Great. Noah?
Hey, you wanna go do something?
I'm tired. Let's just hang out.
You wouldn't be tired if you ate breakfast.
What are you, my dad? I feel sick in the morning. Shut up.
Whatever.
Okay, let's talk to this boy and the girl.
Looks like he's holding some kind of map.
Can use enhanced vision on this?
Let's see here. It's a map of a secret hideout of some kind. Looks like the entrance is hidden behind a fridge in the east junk pile, just past the tunnel.
Perfect. What about the girl? He's hidden his map. Clever.
Hey, kids.
Hey.
Theo, that's the lady that Miss M...
Shut up, Alicia.
Now, wait a minute. Alicia, is it? You know Miss M?
Of course we do, ma'am. We're kids. She's our teacher.
Yeah, we just know her from school and stuff.
Right. So you haven't seen Miss M around today, have you?
Nope.
Well, I have a few questions for you.
They're relaxed? They really don't sound and look relaxed. I've got too many questions to these kids. Let's start with, Walter.
Do you guys know Walter?
Yeah, he's the best. Nisa is my favorite. Mom even made a cute hat for him once.
Yeah, and then Nissa said it looked like an old carpet and made some poo-poo. He's so funny.
Gabriel?
Do you guys know Gabriel?
Yeah, he's a cop, but he doesn't have a gun like you do.
Policemen should have guns. My dad has like 4 of them, and he's just a baker, not a policeman.
Hey, can I hold your gun, lady?
Nope.
In your dreams, kiddo.
Carl Oscarson.
Do you know what happened yesterday to a man named Carl?
My friend told me that somebody murdered him with a knife. I bet it was totally gross.
I bet you wouldn't say that if you saw it for real, Theo. You'd just be sad.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah, huh? Just like when we found that dead bird.
Shut up! That was different.
Katarina, the
so
teacher.
Katarina is your teacher, right?
Nuh-uh. Our teacher's name is Melinda, but she prefers Miss M.
You know, I need to find Miss M really badly. Do you know where she would go if she was ever in trouble?
I don't know.
We have no idea, man.
I
Liars.
think you know more. Now would be the time to tell me before you get into trouble.
There's nothing to say, lady.
But Theo...
Alicia, chill. We haven't done anything wrong.
I guess.
Commissar Anderson.
What do you think of Commissary Anderson?
He's okay, I guess. He came by the school once and talked about catching criminals and stuff.
Yeah, that was fun. It sucks that there's no women in our police station, though.
I noticed. But it's not like that in most places. In the city, it's almost 50-50.
Really? Do you think I could be in the police one day? Like you?
Sure, kid. Nothing's stopping you.
Ha! When I become a policewoman, I'll arrest you all the time, Theo.
Oh, dream on!
Stina Ruth.
Do you know who Stina Ruth is?
Yeah. She works with my mom, the mayor. Stina is pretty cool. I like how she doesn't treat me like a kid.
I see. How does your mom like working with Stina?
I know they fight sometimes, but Mom says that's why she likes having Stina around. She doesn't like people who always agree.
Sounds like a good quality in a leader.
I guess.
Maya Strand.
So, did you guys ever hang out with Maya Strand?
Hang out? No way. She didn't really like kids.
She liked me sorta, but this one time, she got real angry with Alicia.
Oh yeah? Why?
I just wanted to try all her stupid stuff.
Alicia was like running around and pressing all the buttons, and Maya totally freaked out.
That sucked. I was just messing around and she started yelling at me.
Yeah, Maya used to be fun. When we were little, she'd talk about history and stuff.
Now she only talks to herself, like a crazy lady.
Not anymore. She's dead, Allie.
Okay, whatever. Sorry, I guess.
Do you think that this woman on these tapes is Maya?
I don't need to know their opinion on that.
Dr. Pearson.
What do you guys think of Dr. Pearson?
He's kind of weird, but nice. Every time I see him, he teaches me something new about the human body.
Yeah, he fixed my broken arm too. It's totally fine now. Look!
Oh, seems to have healed up nicely. What happened?
It totally wasn't my fault. I like climbing and went up my favorite path in the junk heap, but somebody had messed it up, so I slipped.
Ouch. Better be more careful.
Yeah, I know.
Leonard Dahl.
Do you know Leonard Dahl?
Who?
He was... Never mind. It doesn't matter. Do you know what happened in the museum last week?
Miss M told us in school. She almost cried. I could see tears in her eyes.
My mom was totally freaked out that day. She had to work late again.
Yeah? Why is that?
I don't know. Guess she had to talk to the police and stuff.
The conduit.
I doubt these kids know anything about that.
Don't underestimate kids.
Do you know what happened in the recycling center today?
Did somebody get hurt? My mom said it wouldn't happen again. They would get help from the city to get the bad guys.
Yeah, that's me. I'm the help.
Wow, they sent a girl?
Stop it, Theo. You always say stupid things and get us in trouble.
With the book?
I don't need to know their opinion on that.
Yeah, that's really closed-minded, you know. What's your name? Vera. I think your name is Vera.
That's all I need, kids.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
See ya.
So this is the fridge. Exhaust. What do we have here? I think...
A big old combustion engine exhaust. You don't see many of those around these days. I'm
Bicycle.
surprised I haven't seen many bicycles around. Should be a good mode of transportation around Nordsund.
That's true. Cars.
Old pre-collapse cars. Likely stripped of all usable parts at this point.
Robot.
Cute outfit. Must have taken forever to knit.
Stack of containers.
Old shipping containers, neatly stacked. They look fairly intact. Maybe this area used to be a loading dock and they precede the junk heap itself.
Okay, then the fridge. Let's go.
Oh, there's some kind of switch under here. There we go.
Okay. Pens.
Can't get too close. That's really high voltage. I need to find someone who knows their way around electronics.
That would be Walter, right? It's use enhanced vision on darkness.
I can see a small sign near the end of the cable. It says 230 volts to 240 volts. I'll write it down.
Well, it's not high voltage, you know? Pneumatic arm.
It's a hefty pneumatic arm, used to push that refrigerator open. There's a sticker on the transformer it's connected to, saying 215 volts to 240 volts. I'll write it down.
Power cord.
That power cord seems to be connected to the metal gate. It doesn't look like it can be easily removed.
Wait, what about this pneumatic... Where is it? It's gone?
Pneumatic door, 215 volts to 240 volts. Electrified gate, 230 volts to 240 volts.
Well, let's go back and talk to Walter.
Hi again.
Hey there. What can I do you for?
Electrified gate.
Hey, do you know your way around electronics?
No way! He just happened to accidentally construct a store filled with robots. Let me guess, you flunked Deduction 101?
Don't mind him. Yes, I do know a thing or two about that.
Well, great. I need you to come with me to disconnect the power to a thing. A trap.
Oh, I'd love to help, but I can't leave the store like this. Got an important customer today. Why don't you check with Lisa over by the museum? She can probably help you out.
The woman who was fixing that broken power pole?
Yeah, that's her.
All right, thanks.
Let's talk to this worker lady. Now I know her name. She's Lisa.
Hey, there's an
Muscle
electrified
boost.
fence in the junk heap. I'd like to disconnect it.
Oh, you should be able to do that from the power station just outside the entrance. Here, you can borrow this key to open the door.
Great, thanks.
I'm kind of confused where this power station is located. Was it in the junk heap? I haven't noticed it. Oh, this door is probably the
Allie,
power station.
feeling rested yet? Not really.
Yes, this is it. Power console. So I need it to be 220 volts. Let's see how this thing works. $200, 210, 200. This is 230. I need to have it 220, right? $220. Okay. Anything interesting here in this power station? No. Let's go to the junk heap again. Fridge.
It doesn't work. Shit, I must have forgotten to turn the main breaker on.
I surely have forgotten, yes.
I think that's it. I should go check out the gate.
Okay, so the gate is off.
Ugh, it's stuck.
Muscle boost. Good job. Oh, nice hideout. Door. Oh!
Don't move. Oh, wait, you're that city cop.
Yes,
Fuck,
Melinda.
I was expecting. Ugh. Today is not your day, sister.
That depends.
I'm sorry. I can't let you leave. All this better be worth it.
Okay, so I'm not supposed to talk to her here. I'm supposed to, what, run away?
Don't move. Oh, wait, you're that city cop. Fuck, I was expecting. Ugh. Today is not your day, sister.
What am I supposed to do here? The door?
Not now.
Okay. The game is over, Katerina. Put the weapon down. This desperate is it because of the baby. I can help.
You're desperate. Is it because of the baby? I can help.
Help me. How exactly?
I have no idea.
Our highly illegal womb tank is the only thing keeping her alive. And you're from the Bureau. We both know what you're gonna have to do.
Look, I have no desire to hurt your child. If you help me find the killer, I'll overlook what's in your apartment. This is very difficult decision, but let's try this one. I don't know.
Look, I have no desire to hurt your child. If you help me find the killer, I'll overlook what's in your apartment.
You're just stalling. The killer is still out there, and I have to stop him from hurting our...
I know how you feel.
I know how you feel. You don't have to do this alone, Katerina. We both want to catch Carl's killer.
You're just telling me what you think I want to hear. But I must say, I admire your ability to stay collected in the face of death.
Collected or not, staring down a barrel is not pleasant. Please lower your weapon.
Oh, you think because you say please, I'll do as you say? Not gonna happen, sister. As soon as I take my guard down, you'll shoot me without batting an eye.
Why would I? I have nothing to gain if I kill her, if I shoot her. I don't know, I don't understand this.
I'm sorry if you've been mistreated by cops before, but I'm not like that.
That's what you all say. No one takes responsibility.
So give me a chance to prove you wrong, Katerina. Keep the gun if you wish. We don't have to go to the station. Let's just sit down and talk about this.
I must be the most stupid, naive woman in the world.
You won't regret this, Katerina. So, you believe that the killer is after you now?
I know he is. He got Maya and Carl. I'm next, obviously.
Let's not forget Leonard Dahl. He was butchered this morning.
Leonard? The recycling guy? Jesus, I had no idea. That's odd.
Odd how?
Because Actually, I have to give you the whole story for it to make sense. Carl and I wanted a child, but I can't. I have viable eggs, but there are other complications.
I can relate. Me and my partner, well, something similar happened to us.
Then you can grasp our situation better than anyone. So anyway, we came into contact with a woman called Maya Strand who claimed that she could help us have a baby. She'd built a replica of an old womb tank. Forbidden technology, of course.
I see. And what did she want in return?
Our help with some of her other shady experiments. The lady was somewhat frail. She couldn't handle much heavy labor. She eventually revealed that she was a self-proclaimed member of the Conduit. Probably figured we had too much to lose to turn her in. She was right.
Yes, I found the Conduit connection. Playing with fire.
Yeah, so Carl and I decided to play along until after the birth and then escape Nordsund as a family.
So you merely pretended to sympathize with Conduit beliefs, and then Maya was murdered.
Yes, EPOs did it, I'm sure. Those assholes must have found out.
EPOs. That rings a bell.
Earth Preservation Orthodox Society. Anti-tech group. You must have heard of them over at the Bureau. Used to be terrorist classified.
Oh yeah, I remember. So they have a church here in Nordsund?
Yep, near the old mall in Northtown. Big place. They get visitors from all over.
So I will have a chance to visit that church, I guess.
So you think EPO's fanatics are picking you off one by one? Do they know about the child?
Yes, I do, and I pray that they don't. That's why I'm hiding out here, to avoid leading them to the apartment. I was hoping to ambush them myself, and, well, then you came around.
There's a hole in this murder theory, though. Leonard Dahl.
Oh, yeah. No idea how that guy fits into all this. Could be unrelated.
It could be that Leonard Dahl was the murderer and someone else murdered him to avenge these murders.
Unrelated is improbable, given the historically low murder rate of Nordsund.
I guess. Maybe those dimwit EPOS assassins thought he was one of us, or he got in their way for some other reason.
If all of this is true, why did you take a new name when you came to Nordsund?
It's a long story, but I left a life that was pretty ugly. I had to escape an abusive boyfriend. I needed a fresh start here in Nordsund. The nickname thing just happened. It felt natural, and then, well, I guess it stuck.
That doesn't explain why your relationship with Carl was kept a secret, though.
Carl and I happened really fast. It wasn't so much intentionally kept a secret, it just never became a public thing. When we started collaborating with Maya, we obviously had all the more reason to keep things quiet.
Well, I'm going to give all of this some thought and report to my superior. I'll be back later if I come up with more questions.
Okay, before you go, just the womb tank. The nutrients must be running low by now. Without replenishment, she could be hurt, even die.
You don't need to worry. I replaced the canister today. The baby was fine.
You have no idea how much that means to me. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Water jugs.
You can never really have too much water stored up.
Secretary.
A small desk with a layer of dust on it.
Bed.
Looks pretty comfy for a place like this. A long-distance radio. It's connected to the roof, so I'm guessing there's an exterior antenna hidden among the junk.
Backpack.
A bug-out bag, I'm guessing. A lightweight aluminum pot with some leftover beans inside. High-quality heater. One could get reasonably comfortable here in the winter. Carl had this in his pocket when we found him.
Oh, damn it, Carl. I know it's a lot to ask, but could I have this photo? I really don't have much to remember him by.
Well, I don't know. Okay, I will be a good girl.
Of course. It's the least I can do.
Thank you. I won't forget this.
Anything else that I could show to her? Leonard's key. Well, I know that but this key opens, right? Have I used it already? I'm blinking.
Any idea of what this opens?
None whatsoever.
Well, okay. Let's get back.
I'm gonna head out now. Don't go too far.
I won't. And thanks, Farah. You're not like most city cops I've dealt with.
You're welcome. Stay alert. The killer is still out there.
I'll be careful.
But who is the killer? So this is evening? Oh, okay. This is the end of the day 2? That's Dr. Stina? I'm not sure how honest I want to be with her, to be fair, but let's do that.
Agent England, right on time.
Councilwoman?
Oh, stop it. That word always makes me feel old. Call me Stina.
All right then, Stina. I have some things to report.
Always straight to the point. You allergic to small talk, kiddo?
Sorry, been a long day. I just want it to be over.
Well, suck it up. I need to vent. Had an argument with a friend today.
Yeah? What about?
Not important, but we ended up going our separate ways. Isn't it funny how quickly things can change?
I guess.
History, trust, respect. Poof. Gone.
A shame, but I see it as a natural cycle of things. People grow apart.
A shame, but I see it as a natural cycle of things. People grow apart. Did you know that on average, friendships last for 7 years?
Aren't you the walking encyclopedia?
So I wanted to share something else. My augmentations grew stronger this morning. The blue is starting to adapt to my psychology.
Blossoming before my very eyes, are ya? Do tell. What new things can you do?
My vision is improving. I can see much better in darkness and zoom in on distant targets.
Excellent. Quality recon allows you to engage the bad guys on your own terms. So, how was this recent experience of yours? Quite a ride for a rookie such as yourself, am I right?
Kind of, yeah. Maybe you'd like to explain how it works, in depth?
Sure. As the lab coats over at the Bureau have shown time and time again, no one really knows how the hell Blue works.
But that's only on a cellular level, right? We still have some data on the bottom line.
Yeah, but I mean, look at it like this. Lady Blue is your best friend. She knows what you want, what you need. A slow but deliberate beast. She grows stronger with time, but there's no lying to her, and there's no hiding from her. If you wish to destroy your enemies, she'll give you strength and speed. If you desire knowledge, she'll expand your mind and sharpen your senses. If you want to connect with others, she'll give you an aura of comfort, honesty, and trust. Simply put, Blue is pure liquid power. Now, let's hear your report. I've heard rumors about quite a grisly spectacle in the recycling center. Ebus, huh? Those guys are gonna be a pain to deal with. First, they're well armed. Second, they got pull with City Hall. Our beloved mayor recently granted their church embassy status.
Wait, what? So they're out of my jurisdiction?
Not quite. It's one of those legal limbos. Sure, you can force your way in without breaking any laws, but they also have the right to defend themselves from unsanctioned intruders.
That's absurd. In other words, they can gun me down without repercussions.
I wouldn't say that. It's kind of a hassle to dispose of your still warm corpse.
Like this case couldn't get any worse.
No. You're an agent. The creme de la creme of the Central Bureau. Time to act like one. Infiltrate and evade, remember? If you do find evidence that these nut jobs are responsible for the killings, we'll get a diplomatic warrant.
All right. I have to be discreet then, and try to get inside without arousing suspicion.
Bingo. And, well, hope they don't already know who you are. That would make things awkward.
Okay then. I'll get some rest and visit the church in the morning.
Good plan, Agent. Dismissed.
So that's the plan for the 3rd day. But let's go home, let's wake up, and let's end this part.
You know, the story of Katerina and Carl reminds me so much of what we went through.
Yeah. Similar circumstances, but vastly different outcomes. It's fascinating how just a few variables can change everything.
Indeed. Are our lives nothing but a sum of interconnected parts? Does any meaning attributed to them simply stem from our limited human cognition?
Most likely. The observer bias seems insurmountable. Even the concept of meaning itself is relative.
It's scary to think about, that it could all be an illusion. Every relationship we had, everything we ever cared about.
It really is.
Maybe Alex never was real?
This can't be healthy.
Okay, well, this is it. I'm ending this part here. Thank you for watching. See you next time. Goodbye. Goodbye. How do I exit?